ever wish you had like a financial safety net in place, right?
Yeah.
From childhood.
Yeah.
Well, today we're diving into the Gerber Life Grow-Up Plan.
Okay.
It's a whole life insurance policy, but designed just for kids.
Interesting.
We've got some great info from Diversified Insurance Brokers on this.
Okay.
So we're going to break it all down, see what the key features are,
Okay.
and really figure out if this is something worth considering for, your family or loved ones.
Yeah.
So let's jump right in.
Okay.
One of the things that really stood out to me about this plan is the double coverage feature.
Mm.
So let's say, hypothetically, you get a $50,000 policy for your child.
Right.
When they turn 18, it automatically increases to $100,000.
Wow.
Same premium, double the coverage.
So that's pretty significant, right? I mean,
Right.
especially when you think about, young adults transitioning into greater responsibilities, right?
Yeah.
Maybe going to college, starting families.
Exactly, yeah.
Even buying a home. That extra coverage can be huge.
Yeah.
Not just for them, but for, parents who want to help set them up for success.
Absolutely. And that peace of mind,
Right.
knowing that they've got that extra cushion. And speaking of setting things up right,
Yeah.
the premiums on this plan, they're fixed.
Oh,
So they never go up.
That's pretty rare.
Yeah. You lock in that rate early on, which is fantastic for budgeting, obviously.
Right.
But I was thinking, does that mean you're kind of stuck with a lower coverage amount if you get it when they're really young?
Well, that's where the guaranteed purchase option, or GPO, comes in.
Okay.
Even with a lower initial coverage, the child has the right to buy additional coverage at specific points in their life.
Okay.
And they don't need a medical exam to do that.
Oh, interesting.
So it's very adaptable to, their changing needs as they get older.
That makes a lot of sense. And this isn't, a temporary thing, right? This is
Right.
whole life coverage. As long as those premiums are paid, the policy is active.
For their entire lifetime.
Exactly. Yeah.
But then what happens when the child actually becomes an adult?
Right. Right.
At age 21, the ownership of the policy actually transfers to the child.
Oh, wow.
So that gives them control over their own financial future.
Yeah.
And really builds on that foundation we talked about earlier.
Makes sense. Now, they also have this payment protection option,
Right.
or PPO, rider.
PPO, yeah.
What is that all about?
That's designed to sort of address those unforeseen circumstances, right?
Yeah.
If the person paying the premiums, likely a parent,
Uh-huh.
passes away or becomes disabled before the child turns 21,
Right.
PPO kicks in and it ensures that those premiums are still covered.
So the policy stays in force.
Exactly. Provides that continued protection no matter what.
Wow. That's pretty incredible.
This is a good feature.
Yeah. And then there's the cash value aspect, right? Which is
Mhm.
almost like a savings account built into the policy,
You could say that.
where funds can grow over time.
Right.
You can even access those funds through loans if needed.
That's right.
What are the advantages and disadvantages there?
Well, that's a great question. It really highlights the fact that whole life insurance can be both protection
Right.
and a potential savings tool.
Okay.
But I think it's important to understand, the details of how that cash value component works.
Right.
It
Yeah.
it might not grow as quickly as other investments, like a mutual fund or the stock market,
Right. Right.
but it offers a level of stability
Okay.
and accessibility
Yeah.
that can be really attractive.
That makes sense. So taking all of this in, we've got the lifetime coverage,
Right.
doubling benefits,
Mhm.
fixed premiums,
Yep.
GPO and PPO features.
Right.
How does the idea of this kind of long-term financial protection for a child, how does that resonate with you?
It's definitely something worth exploring further, right?
Yeah.
Whether for your own family or, for someone you care about. It's a powerful tool.
Absolutely. And we'll be sure to put links to all of this information
Yes,
in the show notes for everyone, so
Okay.
you can check it out for yourselves.
definitely.
All right. Well, that about wraps it up for this deep dive.
Great talk. And
Always a pleasure.
likewise.
Until next time.